Hi guys, we are back live. Oh, I don't know if it went. Hey guys, we are back live. We are painting this buffet and today we're adding the bronze. It's the metallic, and so it's going to be going on the buffet. It's Texas Gypsy style painting technique with the dry brushing, and we've got 3 colors, 1 metallic, and that's what we're working on today is the bronze. So here in a few minutes we'll have our special guest say hello to y'all.
I don't know how special that is.
She's our very special guest. Always. So I don't know why, but for some reason they had 2 I don't know. I don't remember seeing a handle here, but
Looks like it might have been like
or maybe an
another
applique.
like molding. Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? So I'll have to fill those holes, and I'll just go back over that with that dark teal. No problem though. But I wanted to get in here. Of course, I grabbed the wrong size thing. I wanted to see if I put my hardware in here. I can't remember.
Mitzi Mendez. She loves it. And Carrie says, hey from Texas.
Carrie! Carrie was here yesterday with us. Yay! There we go. Okay, cool. Oh.
That's
And I do.
You took off some of the old wheels, didn't you? Put the new
Yeah.
wheels on?
I don't know if I'll put any back on there or not. So I just wanted to make sure that I had that.
Those look like those might have been from like those centers.
Mm-hmm. And I kind of stuck there a little bit, but I get one of these out and smooth that edge out. If your drawers are close to your frame, you just don't want to get a lot of paint going there, especially on these old ones that you'll stick.
Yeah, what happens when you're in a non-climate controlled situation, aka garages, storage units, things like that, your wood will swell.
Yeah.
So your drawers are going to get a lot more sticky.
Donna's here, by the way.
When you're you hear me and you don't see me.
Here.
I'll just come. Hi everybody.
Mm-hmm.
How are you? Yeah, your drawers are gonna swell.
Sorry.
I'm the special guest, by the way.
Donna's my special guest.
I'm actually working on a project here today as well.
Yep. She came over to hang out with me and brought her own little piece. So
I'm doing some decoupage today.
Decoupaging some really cute papers that she got.
Yeah, you guys want to see what I'm decoupaging? My decoupage matches my shirt.
It sure does.
Look it.
Oh, how
I'm
cute.
decoupaging some awesome paper. This paper is from my friend Joni Segara from Vintage Tide Decor.
Well, it's her artwork.
This is her artwork on this paper.
And it was made by Royce Cycle.
And it matches my shirt. Yeah, this paper is available from Roy Cycle Treasures. And she's got 5 different beachy papers. She's got mermaids, these flamingos, jellyfish.
Super cute.
Super cute. Awesome papers. And they're thick, super thick, and they decoupage really well. These flamingos actually had one more flamingo off to the side, but I've already cut it off and used it on something else. So I'm going to be decoupaging this on a cute little table. So Roy Cycle Treasures, you can get these papers. She's got 5 different beachy papers.
Do you have that cloth
It's right behind you.
Awesome. All right. So I had Sherry message me. Oh gosh, I should message Sherry and tell her we're on. Do you think you could find Sherry?
What's Sherry's last
Let me
name?
make sure she's not on. Sherry, are you on? Sherry messaged me earlier and asked if, sent me a picture of one of her pieces and asked if it would look good, you know, in this, with this painting technique, Texas Gypsy style. And of course I'm like, yes.
Everything looks good, Texas Gypsy style.
So, it looked like it had already been painted, which is totally fine. It was a solid coat, and so that's perfect, because what do we start with? A solid base coat. So she can go right over that and act like she was trying to do it all along. And it'll come out looking totally different and awesome. It's a really neat piece, though. All right, so I just hadn't done this yet, so this is something that should be done prior to sealing your pieces. You want to make sure you get all the vulnerable pieces of paint off, if there are any. And then you want to wipe down that dust that you just created. I just use, sometimes, this is just a Scotch-Brite pad, which is a little more coarse than your finishing pads. So you can get this, both of these at Lowe's.
Home Depot.
Lowe's. Lowe's sells these,
Yeah,
right?
Lowe's sells the white one.
Yeah, Lowe's sells, for us where we are in Virginia, I don't know why, Lowe's only sells these,
And then,
and then
Scotch-Brite you can get anywhere.
the Scotch-Brite you can get anywhere. But I don't think Home Depot carries these in store.
Yeah, they don't carry the white ones.
So be sure to go to Lowe's for this one. Alrighty.
And those white ones, when you're doing like a top coat, you can really get your top coat to shine with those white ones.
Yeah. Just do a light.
A really light buff. They're really good for a buffing.
Yeah. Alright, so y'all got a little lesson in finishing.
Yeah.
A little quick one. I'll do that on all entries and all that good stuff. So, all right, let's do our bronze. It's bronze liquid paint. I have only seen the white at Lowe's. Right. Carrie knows. So, yeah, isn't that weird? Like you would think, you know. I don't know. I think, though, if you request things from your stores, kind of like at the grocery store, if you request particular items, they'll stock it for you. So remember that. Just go to customer service or manager, whoever, and be like, hey, I want this, and let's stock it. So, all right, you can use any kind of metallic, you know, I use a liquid for most of these. Yeah, you can, the white ones are good because it's an actual finishing tool to use. So just a very light, you know, wax on, wax off kind of. And that's going to definitely break down any kind of little imperfections maybe. If you do it too hard though, you will buff it away, you know, buff that shine away if you have shine. So it's something to practice with and work on it. And if you do buff it away, just add some more top coat. Cool. All right, so let me get down here. So we've got our 3 colors we've framed, and we're gonna frame this one also. And I use a chip brush for this as well. 2-inch, I chopped the top off. I dip my chip brush in paint and I wipe it back as much to a point as I can. Okay. This is the part that some people have trouble with. If you feel like this brush is way too big for you, which I don't doubt it is for most, get yourself out a little art brush, you know, something like that, so you can work around these little edges. Sometimes I do. No water. Remember, no water. All right, so I'm just gonna start framing this little side out right here. And I'm going very light on it. I don't want to overpower my paint that I just did. Even though I'm going over a lot of the places I've already done, I'm still not going to go over exactly where I went before. So this piece is actually going in a gentleman's room. It's not exactly a man cave, but it's kind of like a Southwestern vibe place where his TV's gonna be. His wife is decorating it for him. She's so sweet. And so it's a very, very you know, Native American and very Southwestern feel vibe in there for him. And this is like her present to him, so I want to make it, you know, look awesome. And, you know, still, I think she still wants some feminine qualities, but, you know, some masculine as well. So I think my buffets are a very good mixture of that, with the stained tops that we do in the very end. And that's what kind of brings it home for a lot of people. You have the you have that mixture of a natural element, and yet there's, you know, like the metallic, there's some feminine qualities. So that makes it really nice for couples, or, you know, husband and wives, or whoever, to want to purchase or paint like this, because it kind of, you can see how it's a very good all-around way. Even with the wild colors. So how's everyone doing? We're jumping into it. If you missed yesterday's lesson, you can go back and watch it. Go to my live tutorial or live tab on my Facebook page, and you can catch the first, if I'm not mistaken, all the videos from start to where we are now are on my Facebook page on live videos. And I'll slowly be getting them all on my YouTube channel as well. Okay, so here's a box, and I'm gonna like basically cut in here and frame out, because we're obsessed with framing out when doing this. Do the framing before you go and do all your fancy stuff. That gives you your base coats, and you can build off of that. Don't start building off of it too early, because you need to do the framing and then step back and look at where you're at, because you can easily, you know, overtake it with, you know, the color that you're currently working on.
Carly's asking if you're going to be using the patina spray.
No,
You're just using the copper for the color.
just the color. You don't have to use the spray. It does have all those elements in it, the metals that create that copper look, but you can use it just as paint as well. It just so happened to be the color that, you know, a couple of my customers really like, because, you know, there's a million different bronzes and golds, and you know, I kind of go through everything I have. I'm like, how about this one, this one, this one, this one? And so just remember to be open-minded in your paint selections, and, you know, you don't have to like conform to one thing. I mean, if you're doing custom orders, in my opinion, we're offering, you know, customers, I just, if it's not going to look good with, you know, just one paint line, you can mix them. Most of them are water-based. Just keep that in mind. If it's all water-based, it's all good. Mix away. Even acrylic and like chalk paint, I do it all the time. That's what we're saying. We're saying it.
We're saying it.
When I am working with a lot of my colors, I try to imagine my sun is on the right side, beaming down to the left. So I'm trying to catch shadows and create definition and a flow. That's what I like to see. So I'm gonna have like some more of this bronze in certain corners and all that. However, I'm trying to also keep in mind that this is for a man, and I don't want to go overboard with the metallic unless asked. Because it's easy to do, because it's fun and beautiful.
Our friend Kimberly Cohn is watching, and she says she loves this.
Hi, Kimberly. Yep, this is right up your alley, isn't it?
And Miss Kimberly, I am decoupaging with one of Joni Segarra's papers right now.
You'll have
her
to
flamingos.
come show her,
Oh,
because since she didn't see it yet.
oh, like, hold on. I'm gonna flip you around really quick and show you. I don't know. I'm just moving the phone. Can you see Joni's paper I'm decoupaging with?
No.
I don't know.
Right there. Pretties.
Oh, shoot.
Yep.
Now I'm breaking stuff.
Yep. Put it back in
Because
the.
you know I'm not
In the hole.
technologically savvy.
Oh man. Donna coming in hot.
Coming in hot.
All right, here we go. Did you see it? Looks pretty. Carrie, are you loving the what are you loving? The gold and the flamingos. Okay, so here I'm framing out my drawer. I'm just taking my brush and flattening on these raised edges, and that's very simple, very very standard move. I'm not pressing super hard because I don't want to fill up everything with this bronze, but I'm highlighting. When you look at it from certain directions, you're going to see the bronze. So right here where I've created this lighter area, I'm pretending that my sunlight's kind of coming from this direction again. And I'm going to just add a few touches here.
Carrie loves the piece you're painting.
Oh,
She loves it.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I am really excited about it because like I said, I hadn't done this color combo, and I know it's like super well overdue to do it. I try not to be like cliche, shall we say. I don't know. I just knew somebody would ask for it one day, so I like to, when I do things on my own, sometimes I like to just do something way different that somebody may not ask for. So, okay, so now I'm gonna frame out over here. And even on this little decorative piece throughout the middle, I'm just barely hitting the tops. If I get it in the middle like I did right there, it's okay. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? You gotta own it. You gotta go with it. I'm hoping that I'm not sagging because I took those wheels out. That might be what's going on.
Do you want to lift it and put the wheels back in?
I'll do it after I'm done painting. Sometimes that can happen when you're working on bigger pieces. If you don't have anything on the bottom, or like I took these two wheels off just to kind of see what would happen, you're gonna sag, so that's gonna, this brace basically is sagging and your drawers are gonna stick maybe. So we'll see. It is also humid and hot, so that plays a big factor also. If you do have that problem and you are able to have someone help you, or if you're able to bring it inside your home into the air condition and leave it for a good day or overnight, that helps tremendously. And if your customers come back to you and say, oh my gosh, my drawer's stuck, you can definitely give them that. You know, that's an option. If they're leaving the windows open, if it's sitting by a hot window, even though it's not open, if they just don't like to run the air conditioner, like some people.
Shush, I do. I like it hot. Krista likes it freezing. I like it hot.
Well, I just like it freezing at night. And then
freezing all day. I come into her house and it's like 62 degrees.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, it just stays and then I forget to turn it off. So, you know. But tell them they can bring or turn the air conditioner on and get those drawers unstuck. So.
Unstuck them.
Yeah. All right, so here I'm framing out around this molding and under it. I just cut in and draw my little line there. And my brush is not looking perfect, but I've just done it for a while, so you can cut off all these little runaways if you want. I leave them because they kind of give me sometimes that little sprig of paint that I want. So, all right, so just frame this out all the way around. I'm going over the last, the rusty terracotta color that we did yesterday. Framing out the outside of this also. I do this on all the pieces. Drawers, framing all the way around. It's gonna give it a finished look. under here. I'm enhancing all these molds, but we're doing it a particular way. I even come up under the molds, like I did, see how I did with the light color teal? All the way. I'm just following that, but smaller. Don't come in and get all fancy yet. Just frame everything out. Everybody gets a little too anxious, and then we're not happy sometimes. So pump the brakes and take it easy. Take it easy. It's like a lot, but it's less is more. I'm outlining, I'm framing out this whole mold the best I can with this brush. I don't want it to be perfect, so that's why I stick with it. If I'm perfect, it doesn't look like, you know, very realistic to me. And that's what I'm kind of going for. A pretty realistic faux distress, right? Is anybody having any questions?
Nope.
Okay.
Not that I see.
All right. So I'm going to keep going up under here because this is a part of the framing. On all the buffets, I go up under with every color. Every color. Donna thinks I'm a broken record.
All the time.
She could probably say exactly what I'm saying. Donna's gonna be teaching it very soon here.
Yeah.
I'm just outlining everything that has a corner or an edge.
Oh, Wendy Dodd says, hey, hot stuff. Love what you're doing.
Hi, Wendy. How are you? Man, Wendy's been with me for a really long time now, haven't you? Few years, seems like.
She's been putting up with your shenanigans that long? She deserves a medal.
Hey, Connie. I know, right? And I've known Connie since I lived in Texas. Man, where it all began. Don't tell them about my shenanigans there now.
Oh, Wendy's in Vegas?
Yes, I forgot to tell you.
Oh my goodness, Wendy.
She sure is. Donna just is selling her old...
Wendy, I was on the news in Vegas not too long ago.
Yes!
Maybe you saw my my rental property. I was on Fox 5.
I totally forgot. Oh my gosh.
I was on there with oh my gosh, what was his name? Gosh, why did I just forget his name?
Oh gosh. I can't remember.
Andre. Oh my god, now I'm like totally stumped.
Maybe she knows which news channel. What channel was it?
Fox 5.
Fox 5? Oh, Wendy said, do tell.
Yeah. It's actually on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. We'll have to share.
It's got, gosh, now it's got like 140,000
oh
views
my,
on YouTube.
She's a star, you guys.
It's out of control.
Donna's a YouTube
So
star.
my tenants in Las Vegas moved out and because of all the moratoriums on tenants, they had stopped paying their rent for 8 months, and I couldn't evict.
New laws due to COVID.
The new laws due to COVID. I couldn't evict. My property managers couldn't do anything. Their hands were tied. And
They were playing the system. They didn't actually have issues.
yeah, they had said that they didn't want to go back to work because of COVID. And then they
She
knew
literally
that,
said that.
yeah, she said, I just don't want to go. I don't want to go to work. I'm scared of COVID.
Oh.
And then she knew that wasn't the terminology she needed to use. She knew she needed to say that she got laid off, so that's what she said. And she was just totally working the system the whole time. She had 2 brand new cars sitting in her driveway when my property manager went by. Then she filed for government assistance. She got paid back the 8 months that she was late, but she had requested 10 months trying to work the system. I said, absolutely not. Do not
You
let
need
the
to read your
government
thing.
pay her the 10 months because my husband works for the government. He has a government job, plus he's a soldier. He's been in the military 37 years. I did not want anything to, hurt his military career or us to get, have any tax issues with her being fraudulent with the government. So she was so mad at my property manager catching the fraud she was trying to do. Then when she got caught up, her first rent check that she actually had to pay, she bounced. So they were able to ask her to legally move out. We gave her the 30-day notice. So when she left, she trashed my my rental property to the tune of over $10,000.
Awful.
Yeah, it's been an absolute nightmare. So my property manager called the news to have them see what the tenants were able to do and have it be shown what's happening with the tenants having all the rights and the landlords having no rights. So it was on the news, it's been about maybe a month ago now?
No.
Yeah, I think it's been about
Just
a
a
month.
couple weeks, I think.
Yeah, maybe 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So, Drew Andre.
Drew, yeah.
Drew Andre, that's his
right.
name.
Yeah. Okay, real quick, Donna, go post it. Go post it.
Oh, no, I can't post it on here.
Okay, no, on our
Oh, I am
Our
not
group
posting
page.
it in our group. No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not posting it in the group.
Oh heck. Okay, so on here, I'm just gonna go around. This is where I said you could get out your little small art brush if you need to. I've kind of put where I'm gonna put maybe some more of this, but you see where my highlights are from like my son that I always say that, my imaginary son. I feel like I'm like, I don't even like seeing things now. I don't know. Okay, back to you, Donna.
Oh, Wendy, I did the live via Zoom from my house here in Virginia.
Yeah.
But it's on, you could probably find it on YouTube. It says something like tenant trashed house. I don't know. I don't want to post it in the group. It's embarrassing. But it's on Fox 5. So, but it's with Drew Andre. So that's who it's with.
But look, the more people that know,
Yeah.
you're helping people.
Yeah.
So,
But the only saving grace right now is I'm probably gonna sell not probably, I am gonna sell the property, and the property values in Vegas are astronomical right now, so that's the only saving grace.
well, that's everywhere.
Yeah. I never wanted to sell it, but after this nightmare, I'm not putting another tenant in it.
So beware if y'all rent properties and don't anybody get any ideas. Right?
Yeah, Carrie, I don't understand why people commit fraud either. You know, and I never really had too much of a problem with her. My property manager absolutely couldn't stand her. She was just a piece of work. But that's why I have a property manager, because I don't want to have to deal with it. You know, I pay her to do her job, and it's like, just, I don't know.
It was stressful. She was like threatening the property manager, so it got to be like, scary.
Yeah,
she had people call Donna on her personal phone.
Yeah, she actually had the audacity, after not paying her rent for 8 months, when she found out that I wanted her to move out, and I told her that the reason was because I was going to put the property on the market. She actually had 2 different realtors call my house asking if she could buy the house. How do you have the means to buy a house when you haven't been able to pay the rent for 8 months? And you supposedly don't have a job?
Yeah.
Like, give me a break. I mean, people are just
She's gonna get away with it too. So
yeah.
Yep.
I called the Las Vegas police and filed a police report, and she had put the refrigerator at the top of my
I thought you told him
stairs.
that.
No,
Yeah.
I haven't.
Oh, yeah.
When you guys see the YouTube, the damage that she did, one of it was she moved my side-by-side refrigerator to the top landing of my second story of my house. And when the police got a hold of her, because I was trying to file charges against her for the damage that she did, and she had told the police officer or the detective that the reason she had moved the refrigerator in general was that she had used her own refrigerator in the house. And the police officer or the detective said, well, why, if you used your own refrigerator, why didn't you just put her refrigerator back where it went? And she said, I don't know, that's just where it ended up.
Yeah, actual refrigerator.
Yeah, she didn't have a fast enough excuse to tell the detective why she put it on the second story.
Ridiculous.
But we couldn't get her for the vandalism and what she had done, because we actually couldn't prove that it was her on move out, because we didn't see her do it or didn't have video of her doing it, and she's shiesty enough to know the laws. So the only thing I could do is take her and spend more money to small claims court and try and fight her there. But if I do that, who knows if I'll ever get a penny out of her. Mm-hmm. So it's just another thing of, fighting the system.
Awful.
Yeah. Yeah. The refrigerator, she moved a side-by-side refrigerator up to a second story and left it on the landing. Well, so my property manager couldn't even get to the second story to see what damage was up there, because the refrigerator was blocking the whole second story.
Well, her and the guy lived there. There were 2 people on the rental agreement. Yeah.
She stole all the smoke detectors. She stole the garage door opener that opens the the electric garage door opener. She stole that. She stole the thermostat off the wall. She made holes in the wall. She stole the doorbell inside and out. Damaged the carpet.
How much are your repair costs?
My repair costs
at just nothing fancy.
$7,000 plus that didn't include the carpet that cannot be replaced, so have to replace the carpet.
Insurance won't even cover that.
Yeah. The carpet wasn't on that $7,000, plus having to have the whole front of the house power washed and all the trash that was outside of the house, because I had gotten fined from my HOA for all the trash that she left outside, and having to have the front power washed. So that was another, that bill was $500 for the removal of the trash and the front of the house power washed.
And they each have a record.
Yeah, and when we filed
Yep.
with
Still won't do anything.
the Las Vegas
Don't
Police
matter.
Department, they had a record.
What's the point in having
They
a
were already in
freaking
the
record?
system, is what they said.
What's the point?
Carrie, I can sue her for damages, but what the lawyer said was I have to get a detect, or what was it that Julie said? I have to get a private investigator to find her first. So I have to spend money to do that. Then I have to actually win in court, and if I do win in court, then they have to see if she isn't still employed, if they will actually attach wages, if she makes enough to attach wages, and if her employer will actually spend the money to attach wages, because it has to go through her employer, and it costs money to attach wages.
Did we all know all of these things?
It's insane.
You guys are getting a lot of bang for your buck here today.
They've been in the property for 5 years, and
You
she's
know?
been late a couple of times in the 5 years. And when she actually got into the property, she had just recently got divorced, and she wrote a letter asking my property manager at the time if I would take a chance on her, and that she would do better. I think her credit score at that time was below 600, and yeah, so she wrote this whole sob story, and said all the right things to my property manager, asking if she could rent the place, and yada yada yada. And she really wasn't a super bad tenant for 5 years. Late here and there, and paid her late payments and made up and this and that. But when COVID hit, she just went buck wild and started working the system, and did everything she could do to not pay her rent, and literally worked the system, because she had her job and continued to work, and just bought new cars and did whatever she could do, and worked all the moratoriums. Can I serve her via publication in the newspaper? I have to actually hand serve her, is what the lawyer said. I can't do that via newspaper. I actually have to hand serve her. And the retainer for the lawyer is $1,000. And then plus the court costs. So it's not cheap, and I can't sue her for the court costs or for the lawyer. And I don't know if I would actually win and ever get a penny back from her.
A lot of information.
Yeah, it's just a nightmare.
She dealt with this since COVID started.
Yeah. Yeah, from the day that the governor said that they didn't have to pay their rent, she stopped paying. And she told my property manager, she doesn't have to pay her mortgage, why do I have to pay my rent? Exact words to my property manager. I said, who told her I didn't have to pay my mortgage?
Yeah.
And in the 5 years that she lived there, I never raised the rent on her.
Yeah.
My mortgage was actually more than her rent. So she, I treated her well, and for her to do this is it's disgusting, absolutely disgusting. But like I said, the only saving grace is that the market right now in Vegas is high, and I can just wash my hands of it and be done and move on to something else. Maybe buy this pretty little lot next to Krista, and
Yes. It was meant to be.
maybe.
All right. Well, we are just going along here, painting.
Look at how pretty those legs are on that buffet. So
Here,
gorgeous.
I'll back it up for y'all.
No, you have it perfect right on there.
Oh, well, I was just gonna kind of show the whole. Oh, in Dallas, there's no system to work. That's good. Good to hear. The decoupage paper turned out cute. It is cute.
I like the little crazy.
Yeah.
It looks good.
All right. So I can show you guys. That's a good little lesson on how to do the front, and then let me show y'all the side real quick.
You happy with that?
Just need to get my wheels to.
Yeah. Which way you going?
I just want to go that. You got to turn those wheels somehow. There we go. Yep.
Going?
Yep, right there. Good. Yeah. Whoop. Fell off my pad. Okay, what color are you highlighting with? It is bronze, a dark bronze.
It's a gorgeous bronze.
All the different paint lines have different versions of their bronzes and coppers and all that. So a lot of the times I use gold. I really love gold, but this bronze is a really good alternative.
Well, hello, Miss Nature.
Is nature on?
Miss Nature's on.
Okay, so we did this yesterday. We framed out, and so I'm gonna frame it out again. Here we go.
Nature says it looks amazing.
Oh, thank you, hon. I saw you up in your booth last night. It was thebomb.com.
Oh, you know that weird and wonderful things that you find at the thrift store? So somebody posted this creepy doll.
Oh.
And guess where it was? In the shop that Nature's in.
You're kidding.
No.
Did you tell her?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
She said she was gonna find it and pose with it. I said, don't you dare, because I'm gonna have nightmares.
That's funny. Oh my god.
I know. Hello, Nature says. Hello, pretty.
Hi. I love it. I mean, our shop at Design and Consign is kind of like that too.
Yeah,
we
it's
get
got
some
funky stuff.
we get some crazy things in.
Wendy, the bronze is actually one of the patina paints from Dixie Belle. So you could, if you spray the patina on it, it will change. It's got the metal in it.
You don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to. You can use it just as a regular paint like Chris is doing. But if you wanted it to, to patina, it actually would.
Donna, or she went looking
She
for it all.
She couldn't find it.
That's funny.
Yeah. She said there's a one of her vendors has like all kinds of dolls in their booth.
Yeah.
I think she said her kids like run from it.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I'm like, I would too.
Yeah.
They don't want to go near it.
Yeah. It's creepy.
Creepy.
It's a little creepy.
Yeah, it's a little creepy.
So on these, I frame out my little squares. Also, same as I did before, just going in different spots a little bit, and then I frame out my rectangle right here, and I go over my little imperfections once again, kind of just lightly. I mean, I'm not I'm not doing it with a lot of paint here. All right, and then, so I've already framed out all the way around this, and then I'm just gonna come in and add a few touches of this bronze and do some little faux distressing and kind of bringing it down or over.
Excuse me.
Bless you, child.
Sorry.
Isn't it better when Donna's here, you guys? Oh.
Ooh, sneezy, sneezy.
She's got allergies.
Bad. Oh.
You okay over there?
No. Nature says we're the best team. We are.
Right?
You should hear us in the truck laughing.
It's a lot.
It is.
But then we get tired of each other and go home and
Yeah.
start over the next
We
day.
always know when it's time
Mhm.
too. We're like,
Yep.
are you ready? Or are you tired?
Yep.
Are
You ready?
tired?
Well, I guess
Are you
that's it
tired?
for today.
Yep. Are you tired? Are you ready to go?
Oh my
Yep.
gosh.
That's our tap out time.
Yeah.
Are you tired? Are you ready to go home? Okay. Bye. See you
But
later.
I call her every day after I drop Waylon off at school. Usually I call her every day after that, but usually not before that. And we plan out our little day. We're like coworkers, but without, officially being coworkers.
You know what is awesome about Krista and I is that we can do the same job and paint completely different and not have any jealousy towards each other and be each other's biggest fans and
Mm-hmm.
and we see a lot of jealousy on other people, other painters, and it's like
Yeah.
we ain't got none of that.
No,
We love each other.
we do. We really do. Our husbands are gone a lot also, so
Yeah.
it's awesome.
And you know what? Today is my 15-year wedding anniversary.
She's
and
here with me.
I'm here with Krista. And what's even funnier is my mom sent my husband and I some gift cards to go out to dinner. And my mom says, "Why don't you take Krista to lunch?"
Oh my God, I love it. I love it. So let's go. Oh my gosh, we need to go.
I know.
Let's just
Because
go.
my mom knows I'm probably going to go to lunch with Krista anyway.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
We do love to go do our lunch.
Ew.
And yeah, sometimes we get a little work done. Oh, I love you.
I love you more.
Aw. Yeah, I wouldn't be here today, probably, if it weren't for Donna.
Hey, but amen.
Like,
Right back
physically and mentally.
At ya. Right back at ya. Yes, because I think we both had
We had a lot going on at that. Yeah, when we met.
when we met. Yeah.
We because I like for people to sign a disclosure form before they opt in and to the friendship.
Yeah. Yeah.
When somebody says to me, "Hey, let's we can go get coffee," or I take a big deep breath because they have no idea what they're in for.
Carrie missed a section the hub's called.
Woo!
Carrie, you
Oh,
missed.
Carrie.
You missed where we were saying that we were
Donna and I are BFFs.
Where we're friends and we don't have jealousy towards each
Yeah.
other. And today's my anniversary, and I'm my 15-year anniversary,
she's
and
with
I'm
me.
spending it with Krista.
And we're going to go eat lunch on her gift card her mom sent her for their anniversary.
Oh, so when Krista and I first met, I actually, I think we both kind of followed each other's work, and Krista,
I was trying to buy stuff from her on
Yeah.
Marketplace.
She was, and I think she dogged me. I think she, came in hot, wanted to buy it, and then ghosted me.
I
on
was
some
busy.
stuff.
I was just busy.
Right.
I was just busy. I really loved it though.
But she, what was kind of funny is we knew who each other were, and we knew we both painted and things like that. But another friend of mine who also paints, Jennifer, she actually had a sprayer, and she wanted to use a different sprayer.
We met because I was a retailer for General Finishes. This was my first spot. I've moved around spots in our the shop that we're in like 10 times because that's just how I am. And so this was my very first spot in our shop, and I was over there, and I just had a very small one because I honestly didn't know if we were going to be transferring with my husband's job. He's Coast Guard, so it was I didn't know. But I was the retailer, and so I had my paints up and everything, and she was coming over looking at them. She had never tried it before, and so we just kind of chit-chatted and left it at that, kind of.
Well, this was before. I had messaged Krista about my friend.
No.
No, this was before when I messaged you about the sprayer.
No, this
and then
was
you,
after.
You didn't even message me back.
No, this was after. Because that was our first time to meet, officially.
In the shop?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then you messaged me.
Oh, okay.
And, Donna's my first, real painting friend, I guess. And, because, you have some bad experiences. And,
yes.
I took my deep breath, but she asked me what paint sprayer I used. And I come from a time of painting where you don't talk about what you do.
Yeah, you don't share your secrets.
You hold it tight. And so it was really hard for me to share things. And so Donna comes in all hot. And
it wasn't even for me. I didn't
asking me about my paint sprayer, and I'm
I don't really spray.
I have to let it sit for a few days and think about it. What I'm gonna do.
Yeah, so she wouldn't message me back.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even for me. It was for my friend Jennifer. And I was kind of like, are you gonna tell me, or are you just gonna ignore my message?
Yeah.
And so I think I kind of had to tell her, it's not for me, it's for my friend Jennifer. And so finally she told me, and then later on I was like, why wouldn't you tell me what sprayer you used? And
basically I was like, you want something for nothing is what you want.
Yeah.
I'm pretty straightforward when it comes to things of that.
Yeah.
But that's just what it was, and I can't help it. So yeah, it's a interesting world now with all this, going live and sharing techniques and giving away everything we've done for.
Yeah, how much we've grown, huh?
So it's just know that this was very hard for me to show, and I don't ask for anything from it. Hell, I don't get anything.
Yeah.
I don't get anything for doing this. So.
Oh, Carrie said that her husband's an Army veteran. Carrie, my husband's Army as well, and that
I'm also a veteran.
And yeah, her friend Rob is in the Coast Guard down there. And she's...
Who? Where?
Carrie? friend Rob is in the Coast Guard down there,
Oh, what's his last name?
and Nature needs to come down here and hang out with us.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking that we should set up like a painting, what do you call it? Like a place to come and
Absolutely. Now that you've got this big old garage.
furniture painting B&B.
Yes. Amen.
Yeah, I need to redo the top of this in my garage, and then people can fly in and we can
Peroni is his last name.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for your service as well, Carrie.
Oh, Carrie was in the Coast.
Carrie's husband was Army.
Oh, okay.
And Peroni is her Coast Guard friend last name.
Oh,
Peroni.
yeah. I was in the Coast Guard for about 9 years. I got out in 2013, but my husband's active duty Coast Guard. He's stationed in Chesapeake. Justin Moltke. He's actually in Bahrain right now. So,
Doing fun things.
yep.
But yeah, Krista got this big old garage now, and we need to have some fun girl painting time.
I know.
Oh, Carrie's a retired firefighter. You go.
Woo!
When we say coming in hot, she
That-
coming in hot.
Girl, wow. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
She
Rob's
ain't
in the Virginia
lying.
Beach area. He's Jag. Oh,
Oh.
I could use him.
Yeah. We all need a Jag.
We
in our
all
life.
need a Jag, that's for sure.
Awesome. Well, tell them to come to the shop.
Judy says, hold
Come
the
shopping
workshop
with
and this
us.
Dallas woman will be there.
I seriously was thinking about it, and then I was also thinking, the possibilities are so endless,
I know.
Like renting out, like maybe a little bay.
Uh-huh.
You never know. Because I know, just like me, or just like I was, not that long ago, I was begging, I want to say that one of the big reasons that we moved shops, Design and Consign, was because we all kept begging for more space.
Yeah.
And Robert kept asking us, every now and then, he's like, so, you want more space? Like he was kind of fishing, and we're like, yes!
Absolutely.
We'll take over this whole place,
So Carrie retired from D.C. and did 4 years with Texas DPS law enforcement support.
Okay, so my parents are, my mom retired, police department in El Campo, Texas. That's where I'm from. And my dad retired from the Wharton County Sheriff's Department. So he was a deputy. So I am very familiar with the police and of course the DPS.
That's really cool.
Going down Highway 59. Yep. I lived in
Carrie said her dad was SRA.
what is SRA? SRA. What's SRA? Okay, maybe I'm not as savvy. Maybe that's big.
State of Arkansas Investigations. Ooh.
Oh. My dad
She
actually
said that was a typo.
Oh, I'm like, what's that? My dad was doing the investigation officer stuff when he retired. He was a deputy and did that. But awesome.
Very awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, now that, everything's kind of getting a little bit more back to normal, it'd be nice to do some, have some, painting
Yeah, we
painting classes
talked
and
about
stuff.
doing-
Yeah, definitely.
we do retreats.
Yeah, absolutely. And because we're in such a high military area, we have such a lot of places for people to stay, and things like that around here, which is nice. Where Krista is, we're just a hop, skip, and a jump from a Army base, and where I'm at, I'm literally at the door of Langley Air Force Base.
Yeah. Well, let me do, okay, so I'm going to do some highlighting on this top right corner here. Just a little bit. It looks really shiny right now. I think it looks really shiny. Maybe for y'all, I can't tell with the sun. So once it goes inside the home, you're not going to pick up, you know, direct sunlight like that most likely. I know he does have a window in there, but it's going to be like on a back wall. It looks like they have some low lighting or like some ceiling, what do you call that? Recessed lighting. So I think it will pick up nicely and not overbearing. A lot of times I know everybody gets afraid when they see all this shiny stuff, but it's subtle. And even if it is too much, you can go over it with a flat top coat. Take that shine right off. So you'll have like a mute metallic color, if there is such a thing. Obviously there is.
That's pretty.
Which is basically kind of like a flat wax, but you know how some things have a gloss and some things don't, but they're still metallic. That's kind of what you can do with a flat top coat or a gloss. I just went real deep right there.
It's pretty. It's really pretty.
Did y'all see my vision?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sometimes I gotta throw it out there like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It looks really pretty.
Yeah. So I'll finish this up. I'm gonna stain the top, most likely a beautiful walnut color.
Gorge.
I gotta work on the inside of the doors because they are ugly. Let me see real quick. I'll show you real quick. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. And also we gotta do the, it's really ugly over here. I don't know what's going on. But
Can sand those?
yeah.
Sand and restain them?
Yeah. We'll see what happens. I've got to get a, what do you call these things again? I forget.
Door stops?
Doorstop?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it's called? With the things you hammer in?
Yeah.
I've had to get these off of eBay. I think I gave you some.
I gave you some.
No, I gave you some.
No, you didn't. I gave you some.
No.
No, you didn't.
I gave you.
Don't even try it.
All right. Thank y'all.
The metallic she's using is actually bronze patina.
Look, let me tell y'all something. I am not promoting anything, okay? But Donna can tell y'all what it is.
Yeah, it's bronze patina. Just not using the spray on it, that's all.
I do promote Redesign with Prima. I'm a retailer and a content creator.
Content creator for Redesign with
After
Prima.
this project, I got to get busy on my redesign stuff. I have CC's new collection. I'm super excited to be showing you guys what I'm going to be busting out with that. It's going to be fun. Super awesome. Exciting stuff.
Yeah, the copper patina is pretty too.
Yeah, copper. I normally use copper. Not really a bronze person. I actually am more of a gold, like yellow gold. It just goes with a lot of things that I do. It has a good pop for me. Y'all know I like the pop. So, all right. I don't know if I'll show y'all how to stain because I don't know. I might. I do have a super easy tutorial on that on my YouTube channel. It is an edited video tutorial, so I think you'll really like it. All right. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining in. I'm so glad Donna was here to share her story with us. Hopefully y'all learned something from that, or y'all can share that with somebody else.
And I got my little decoupage done.
Oh yeah,
behind the scenes.
let's show off the decoupage real quick. Can they see it?
I don't know. Can y'all see it?
Can you see it on your phone?
I'm behind. I'm behind schedule.
Yep, here we go.
Oh, and just FYI, you have to
Turn it this way so they can see it.
Goodness. Oh, it's
really
table is heavy. To make the decoupage paper pop, paint like a white underneath
Or light color.
or a light color underneath, because it really makes your decoupage paper pop.
Yeah.
So that's why it's just painted where the decoupage paper is.
Yeah.
And this decoupage paper is from my friend Joni Segara of Vintage Tide Decor. She has like 5 different papers. They're all beachy. This paper here does have another flamingo that I used on.
She painted several paintings.
Yes.
And they basically took her paintings and put them on these tissues, you know, as her very own collection.
Correct.
What an awesome thing.
Amazing.
Yeah, so
they're available at Recycled Treasures.
she's a furniture painter.
Yeah.
She furniture paints and does. She paints this on her furniture.
Yep. So so these are from her collection. She has flamingos, jellyfish, mermaids, and an octopus. That's super cool. So if you want to check them out, they're available at Recycled Treasures, and they're from my friend Joni. So if you want to check them out. They're really cool. So, all right, y'all. Thanks for joining us today.
This is not a paid promotion.
No, it's not a paid promotion. I just love my friend Joni, and I love her papers, and I love everything beachy. So,
Thank y'all. We'll see y'all later.
all right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh man. See y'all. Mwah.